So we have a very interesting full moon that is coming up because it's with the lunar eclipse. And we all know, dun dun dun, whenever we talk about lunar eclipse, emotions get a little bit wild. Sometimes we get some spiritual wild cards. So there could be a lot of changes and shifts and transformations that may be happening on a physical and a spiritual level that's happening this month. And it's going to be fully open on the 17th of the month. Today is the 15th. And so we usually have a 5-day window. Actually, it's going to be extended just slightly more because of how the planetary alignments are. And we probably feel a lot more emotional than usual during this time. Now, none of this is to scare you guys. Please don't hear lunar eclipse and when I talk about it and say, when emotions are high, we always say intelligence is low. But it doesn't mean it's all doom and gloom because it depends how we work with it. If we learn how to work with it well, we can actually use these full moon energies, which amplifies our emotions, meaning amplifies our vibrations, to actually start a new chapter and manifest what we want in life. Okay, so it's very potent energies, and I've got the energy chart here. So I'm just going to go through some of the notes that I've got down for you guys, and we're going to cover the 5 things that I think you guys should focus on, work on, pay attention to during this time to be able to best navigate through it. So we're going to dive deep into it with the first thing. So, the first thing is about emotional clarity and release. So, what does that mean? Well, if we can look at it like this, right? During this time, we are going to have our energies increase because it's the full moon energies. It's a lot of light coming through, but then it's been covered up because it's the eclipse. So it's no time to go out to celebrate because this is when also dark energies prevail. But those of you on this channel is not going to get affected by that because we know better than to react in these situations. Instead, I want everybody to be witnessing, observing what emotions are coming through, observing, are you feeling angry? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling impatient? And by the way, I just want to say, this could be you, or it could be the people around you, right? Let me know inside the chat already if in the last couple of days or today, there's already been somebody being upset or angry about something that is probably very minor and everything's just blown out of proportion, right? There's probably misunderstandings happening and people are getting highly emotional about things. If you can relate to that already, let us know inside the chat so that other people who are going through these astrology journeys don't feel alone in it, right? Because it's the real deal. And so if we're feeling that, what should we be doing instead of being on the other side of the emotion? I mean, don't be jealous, don't fight, don't be angry, don't be upset. Instead, we should be witnessing this energy. And when we witness this energy, as what we said, the first thing, it'll give you emotional clarity. If you are reacting to certain things, it's because there's something deep within, maybe a wound that is not fully healed yet. Maybe some reframing needs to be done in your mind. We need to think about what are we thinking about when we are feeling these emotions? What's creating it? What's triggering it? Where's the root of it all? Because this is a good time, a good chance for us to actually spiritually awaken. So we should observe what emotions is coming out, but don't pay attention to it. Don't give it emotions or don't think it's worse than it is. Instead, just see it as it is and have the awareness to say, I can change my thoughts, therefore my emotions and my reality at any given time. So be the great observer during this time. Another thing as well, some of you during this time may be crying for no reason, like you're getting highly emotional, just seeing small things or hearing small things, and you don't know why that's happening. Because what actually happens is this actually allows for emotional release, which helps you cleanse and clears some of the energy or blockages that you may be holding that no longer serves you. So it's actually a good sign. Don't be upset that you're upset. It's a good thing. Then moving on to the second thing. The second thing is about heightened intuition and spiritual awakening. As I mentioned before, now is a very powerful time for spiritual awakening. Why? Because when our emotions are higher, when they expand, our energy body expands. When it expands, the connectivity between you and the collective, the divine, the universe, is more connected. When you are more connected, what are you going to do? You're most likely going to get some downloads. You're going to feel a little bit more intuitive, right? And when you get these downloads, the question for you is, what are you doing with it? There's a lot of people who receive ideas, and some of them can be really, really wild and big. It's like a big dream, something that's beyond what your usual goals are. And sometimes because of the lack of belief, or maybe that negativity or fear or doubts in your mindset, you don't act upon it. But understand what comes forth is for you. The universe is always speaking through us. It's giving you this feeling, this gut feeling, this intuition. So a big mention is to follow your heart and take massive action, right? Do more with what you are receiving. Even if it seems really, really out there, it is for you. Moving on from the intuition, because you're gonna feel more intuitive, it's going to actually connect with your awakening. You're going to get epiphanies, paradigm shifts. There's going to be certain realizations that you have, which is actually connected to the next thing. I'm going to go on to it, which is the third thing, is to do with sudden revelations and shifts. You're going to get this new thing. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't know this all this time, right? And what does this prove? It proves that you are growing through this spiritual awakening right now. And some other signs when it comes to spiritual awakening. By the way, if you guys want to know different signs about spiritual awakening, I don't know if anybody's going through that. I'm going to put like a link to a card you can click around here, or I'm going to put a link inside the description. So when you finish this video, you can watch that to see how many of the signs you align to. Because some of you, I've heard already from some of the comments during this period, you've been feeling that throbbing at the third eye, right? And if you're feeling that headache or migraine, that is what's also involved when your energies are high and it's receptive and you're receiving these downloads. So what should we do? Well, we need to understand that this will actually go on to the fifth thing that I wanted to cover. It goes into the endings and the new beginnings. That's what a revelation is there for. It's for you to act upon it. So I don't know how you find your everyday life right now. Are you happy with it? Are you empowered by your actions? Are you empowered by the things around you? If not, maybe it's time to end and close off old things. Because when these emotions heighten, they will show you what's not right for you, what's annoying you, what's making you angry, what's making you upset continuously, what's not empowering you. And those things, take this as a sign. It's a sign to let go. Because once we let go, we clear space to let in for new beginnings. Usually, we speak about new beginnings and new intentions during new moon time, not full moon time. But because there's the closing of the chapter with the eclipse happening, and there may be some challenges or some things those unexpected situations that just pop up and you're like, why am I challenged by this? Well, understand that it may be helping you try to close that chapter. It's creating those emotions to try to squeeze you away. And instead of being so stubborn or so attached to your past, maybe come to some acceptance that actually, maybe I did have what I wanted, but maybe the universe has something bigger than what I was thinking, or bigger for me. And it's very important for us during this time to trust, to surrender, to understand that everything is divinely orchestrated. Everything that shows up for you is for you. Everything is co-creation between you and the universe. And things, even though sometimes it may not be happening the way you want it to happen, but trust me one thing, if you give yourself that trust and knowing that you are one with the universe, then know that the universe is working with you, even at times when it doesn't seem like it is. So that's the 5 things you need to look out for during this particular full moon. I'm sending you guys a lot of love a lot of blessings during this time. And if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, please do hit the thumbs up. Just to do our good karma deed for the day. Allow this message to reach out to more people around the world. Also comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. It's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's the little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Blessings for all. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.